Okay then, it's time for episode 5 of Amazon Prime's Fallout. We're halfway through, and where are we at? First, let's have a quick recap of what happened this episode. Let's get into it, shall we? This time we start with Maximus and his squire bonding, sort of. Maximus brands him with a little painful metal thing, after a little persuasion, before having a little heart-to-heart. Maximus, being the incredible idiot that he is, decides to reveal that he's not actually even Knight Titus. Squire dude takes this pretty badly, as you can imagine, and they have a fight. Thaddeus gets his foot squashed, but not before he's had time to turn the metal suit off with the key kind of thing, leaving the idiot Maximus trapped inside. Somewhat unbelievably, after being trapped in the suit for a while and being covered in bugs. Who should come along? But pretty much the only other main character in the show, Lucy. This does kind of make the outside world feel kind of small, but whatever. Lucy kills the bugs, reluctantly agrees to help him out, eventually. Mostly because she's about to die from radiation sickness, and Maxi Boy has some Radaway to cure her. Lucy does let him out and passes out shortly afterwards. He gives her the medicine. He lies again, saying that he's Knight Titus for no particular reason. I mean, perhaps he's trying to impress her, but I don't know. He's an idiot. Anyway, it's time we caught up with Chet and Lucy's brother, still investigating Vault 32. More dead people, lots of dead people in fact. Trying to get into Vault 31 in fact. Understandably, Chet and his brother get a bit spooked and leave. We flip back to Lucy, hooked up to the Radaway, and after a bit of recovery, off they trot to track down the head with the blue thing in it. It's voting day back in Vault 32. And the show manages to avoid some poorly written Donald Trump allegory, which is actually pretty impressive for a modern day show. I mean, the voting does seem rather rigged, but I think that's kind of the point here. We then go to a brief scene with Max and Lucy walking along some railway tracks. They meet two fiends, which Max kindly explains are people who eat people. I didn't remember that. If that was part of the game, I forgot. Neither Lucy didn't know that either, in fact. Okay, and then we're back to Chet and Norm. They're investigating why, in the election, all the governors seem to be from Vault 32. And it seems like all of the governors from Vault 32 came from Vault 31. And apparently it's been like that for about 200 years. All highly suspicious. Up on the surface, Lucy learns that the Vault Dwellers' whole mission seems to have been a lie. And the repopulation of the surface that had kept her going all this time seems to have already happened. And in fact, more importantly, it failed. As they walk through a desolate shell of a town that once housed 32,000 people, they find a giant impact crater from one of the bombs. Possibly this is the best scene in the series so far. Lucy and Max investigate an old R&D building, and after creeping about, they get trapped in some doors and fall down a chute. That's pretty much the end of that scene. We're back to Vault 33 again. We see Betty, who's the new governor, throwing a party. In a quiet moment, Norm asks what happened to his mom's Pip-Boy when she was buried. Betty says that it was buried with her. Norm seems unconvinced. Personally, I think, doesn't that seem a waste of resources to bury your technology, particularly when you're stuck in a vault and things aren't unlimited, but whatever. And we end with Lucy and Max waking up on gurneys and wondering where they are. To Lucy's delight, they've somehow ended up back in a vault. We're not sure which vault yet, though. There was no Ghoul in this episode, which is a bit of a shame, considering he's probably everyone's favourite character, I'd imagine. Amazingly, though, Max wasn't actually annoying this time. I mean, he's still utterly stupid, but at least he wasn't annoying. I think Lucy carried this episode acting-wise, and made for a pretty enjoyable 45 minutes of TV. It's nothing groundbreaking or amazing like I see a lot of articles say, but it moves this story along, and I think it had some nice character moments. I'm going to score this one 7.5. Anyway, that's enough from me. Leave a comment if you think I missed anything or if you have anything interesting to say, and please leave a like or maybe even subscribe if you like the video. Thank you.